single day, I'm gonna make something great.
Hello, welcome to Tomorrow Again. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. And you know, you guys, right next to the subscribe button, there's a bell. If you hit that bell, you'll get notifications each time I upload a video. I'm really, right now, I'm really filled with some kind of energy, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain what it is. I started out this video, I wanted to know about Beyonce's drummer and what's going on with this situation. I literally just finished watching her video, the drummer. I just finished watching her video that's on the Daily Mail TV, and I was, for lack of a better word, I was spellbound. I literally just watched it. I never had a frame of reference before, and I had some ideas what was going on in the situation, but I'm gonna tell you guys, this is my opinion. I don't necessarily buy into, well, first let me start off. I'm really kind of shaken by this because I just got this woman's energy. So let me kind of calm down. Here's what, well, I'll put a better picture up. Beyonce's former drummer is claiming that Beyonce has been putting spells on her. She has even put a spell on her cat, and it caused her cat to have certain types of behaviors. I think she said bipolar behaviors, and unfortunately the cat died. And this woman believes that Beyonce is the cause of so many of her problems in the last, I don't know, over maybe 10 years. I don't know. I think she said since 2006. But this part of what she's saying is true. Part of what this woman is alleging rings true. There's a huge amount of weirdness around it as well. There's a lot of things going on in this world that we, as sort of outsiders, we have no idea what, you know, the trickery, the things that are going on in the music industry and in Hollywood. But the thing is, to keep saying these things about Beyonce and Jay-Z being a part of the Illuminati, what about the other people? What about, you know, there's other, you know, famous people who have weird behaviors and engage, you know, with weird symbolism. Did Beyonce cast a spell or do any kind of witchcraft on her ex-drummer? I'm going to answer this question this way. In my opinion, this woman, this drummer, is aware of some of the things that Beyonce engages in. She spent a lot of time as her drummer. I believe it was 7 years. She's aware of some things that's been going on, but a lot of things she's reading into. For example, when you suspect that someone is into, say, voodoo or into some sort of behavior of casting spells, every single thing that happens to you, you might start to think that that person is the cause of. But some of the things that this drummer has been going through has to do with her own sense of exhaustion. She's tired. And sometimes emotionally, when we're tired, it's hard to string thoughts together. I'm not going to sit here and say what's popular and what people want to hear. I'm going to give you my true opinion of any situation. I have to be true and show very strong integrity, especially being a psychic. And not only being a psychic, but just being a person that tries to do the right thing, that tries to, I feel like I'm obligated to be truthful, even if it's unpopular. So I said that as to say this. I think, in my opinion, there is some sort of thing going on in, let's just say, the music industry. Let's just say each individual's life. There is some sort of exchange and agreements going on. The details of it, I'm not really wanting to get into in this particular video. But part of what the drummer is saying, there's some truth to it. And part of what she's saying is due to her own mental exhaustion. I could sit up here as a psychic and flip tarot cards and say, yeah, Beyonce is a devil worshiper, Beyonce is whatever, but I really don't feel that. I do, however, feel that there's an entity within the organization. There's some kind of works within the music industry that because we're not exposed to that, we don't understand. And maybe one time in the future, I'll do a video about that, but right now, I'm not going to get into all that. But yes, I think this woman is, unfortunately, she's a part of her is losing it. And her drummer, I think there's some truth to it, to what the drummer is saying, and I think it's a deep rabbit hole that I don't feel like getting into at this time. But some of the things, once again, some of the things that this drummer is experiencing has nothing to do with Beyonce. Some of it has to do with her own mental health, her own mental exhaustion. I sense this lady is very, 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 very tired. She is passionate, very dedicated to her craft, and she feels like, and I suspect at one time she would be described as a perfectionist. She's really, really talented. I get those vibes from her just from watching the video this morning. I got those vibes that this woman is very serious about her craft, and anything that goes bad in her life, she's going to blame Beyonce because she spent a lot of time around Beyonce. She is aware of certain things that Beyonce might be involved in, so she's blaming all those things on Beyonce. Also, this woman, in a way, she's speaking metaphorically. I almost wonder if something else wasn't going on between her and Beyonce. And right now, I'm not, to be honest with you, 100% sure what it is, but I believe there was something else going on between these two women. But this woman is kind of categorizing it all as a spell or some kind of witchcraft. But I think a lot of what she's talking about is metaphorically. That's just what my gut tells me. She's not, for lack of a better word, she's not insane. She's not blatantly lying. She really believes what she's saying, but I think she's suffering from exhaustion. I think she's definitely, she's burnt out. And she feels rejection, and she and Beyonce had some sort of bond, some sort of agreement. I feel it. I feel that very strongly. But all we can do is speculate. There's no proof, but I wouldn't be surprised if within the next year or two, someone else in Beyonce's camp comes out with similar allegations. Now, after saying that, I actually want to do a video today about zodiac signs and kids. I babysat my grandson the other day. He's 3 years old, by the way, and he was born under the sign of Cancer. And I caught myself telling him, watch out, don't stick your finger in the fan. And he looked at me as if to say, Are you telling me what to do? One thing about Cancers, people that are born under the sign of Cancer, they don't exactly like you to tell them what to do. They don't exactly do well with being what they perceive as dictated to. The best way to communicate with a Cancer is to try to appeal to their emotional side, in the sense of, or not so much their emotional side, but their logical side. Try to appeal to that, say less is more with most Cancers. So you have a child who's born under that sign, make sure that you are not, sort of hovering over them, dictating, because they will not take kindly to that. Also, if you have a child who you suspect might, be clairvoyant, or they may, be a future psychic. The best way to raise a child who you believe is an empath is to please listen to them, understand what they're saying, and believe them. Those are the three things you can do to foster their self-esteem and to help them to understand who they are. Because this is real. Being a psychic or calling yourself a psychic it's a label, just like calling yourself an artist, a singer, even a teacher. And it's very real. Psychic intuition is very real. You can't get rid of it. It doesn't go away. Once you're born an empath, you will die an empath. It just is what it is. But if you have a child who you believe is an empath or a psychic, just listen to them, understand and believe them, and allow them to express themselves, things that they may feel, things that they may see, things that they may fear. Just listen to what they're telling you and try to believe them. So yeah, that's my advice for today. If you have a child born in the sign of Cancer, don't do it, because they will reject that. I'm going to try to make a video soon and go down the line each zodiac sign for children, and the best way to discipline them and to communicate what you need them to do without them pushing back. So this is tomorrow again, and I wish you guys the best of the best. Try to stay positive. Try to surround yourself with sunshine. And take care. Mwah.